My name is Robson Green. I'm an actor and a fisherman. After 30 years chasing the wily trout and salmon in the tranquil rivers of the northeast, I fancied myself as a bit of an expert.
Woohoo!
How wrong I was.
Whoa, there it's running!
Last series, I went on a globe-trotting, fish-finding mission that tested my abilities to the max.
Get in!
This time, we're taking things even further. From one end of the planet to the other. So I'll be catching fish in some of the iciest places in the world.
This has to be the coldest place I have ever visited.
Oh, and some of the steamiest. I'll be working with those who risk their lives to feed us.
I will never complain about being an actor ever again.
And experiencing some traditional fishing methods and some not so traditional. It's one man versus nature in waters a million miles from the gentle streams that I'm used to.
I caught a crayfish. Good things come to those who wait.
This is extreme fishing.
This is why we came here. Look at that fish.
In these 8 shows, I'll be traveling to the far corners of the earth, from the sun-kissed Philippines to the edge of the Arctic, from the Australian wilderness to the Niagara Falls. I'll be going upriver and into the oceans,
Fish on.
chasing some of the most exciting,
Look at that.
strongest,
Randy.
and outrageous fish on the planet.
Have you ever seen anything like that in your life?
I'll be learning how the natives do it, how the professionals do it, and how this Ponzi Geordie actor does it.
Yes, he went in.
How weather, lad. Tonight we're going somewhere really extreme.
Ice.
It's a place that's way out of my comfort zone.
Welcome to Alaska. It's cold. It's so cold.
Alaska. Stuck between Canada and Russia, it's actually America's biggest and coldest state. With nearly 34,000 miles of shoreline, it's home to the world's most incredible salmon. In fact, all sorts of fish absolutely love this weather. I'm going to find the most extreme fishing imaginable. Freezing conditions, little daylight.
8:27 in the morning. It's not night, it's morning. It's pitch black, can't see a thing.
And nightmare journeys. But to a salmon fisherman like me, coming to Alaska is the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. It's like coming to Mecca, only more chilly. And it's a taxidermist's paradise too.
I like the bears. There's another one.
My first fishing adventure is a 6-hour drive south from Alaska's main town of Anchorage. The coastal port of Homer is known locally as a quaint little drinking village with a fishing problem.
7,000 miles from home to Homer.
I've got a date at the Old Salty Dog Saloon with commercial fisherman Keith Culkey.
Out on the water, up in the swell, that boat's flowing for quite a spell. All my bones, they're chilled through and through.
Hey, Robson.
Robson, how are you?
Hey, welcome to
Pleasure to meet
Homer.
you.
How you doing, buddy? How was your trip?
It was 7,000 miles long.
Oh,
But I
arms
got
must
you.
be tired now.
And this is the salty dog.
This is it.
I
World
never
famous salty
thought
dog.
in all my days I'd be in a place like this.
Yeah, it's a little landmark in Homer.
And you're a hunter and a fisher?
Absolutely.
All your life?
Whole life.
What age did you start?
Oh, hunting with my father at about 5 and fishing at about the same age or
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah?
Hard to remember back then.
Back on dry land blue. We left on Friday.
So you think we're going to catch tomorrow?
I think we're going to do good.
What? Sort of percentage-wise? 80%? Sure.
Well, I shoot for 100 every time I go, so
Okay.
we'll have to see.
You going to buy me a drink?
Absolutely.
I'll have a white wine.
You need a white wine?
I need a white wine. Keep it quiet.
Oh, okay.
I white wine in bars like this.
Oh, okay.
Cheers, matey.
Cheers.
Here's to good king salmon fishing.
Slamming salmon.
Slamming salmon.
That's just fishing. Just the life you choose.
I'm really not used to fishing in these cold conditions, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I'm a little bit nervous.
How's it looking?
Hey, pretty good. Welcome aboard the Ocean Hunter.
Hey.
Robson, this is
see you,
Keith.
Keith.
This is my son and deckhand Ross.
What's the story then?
Well, we got a report that got a couple other boats fishing the islands out here, done real well. We
The
got
bite's
one.
on?
The bite is on. Hey, off we go. 400 horses. The fish don't even hear us coming.
When people say, Robson, where'd you dream of fishing? Where'd you dream of going for catching salmon? This is the place! Alaska! Look at that!
We're heading for Yukon Island. Keith and his son are confident we'll catch. But where I come from, winter is a terrible time to fish. I can't believe we're going to find king salmon, or any kingfish at all.
This is going to be our main setup, which consists, we run a 25-pound test line here with a flasher.
What are we replicating here?
This is going to be like a school bait fish. All it's going to do is attract them, get their attention, and they'll come up and they'll look at this and they'll see the bait dragging behind it.
I got you.
So we're going to try to dial in on that.
You tease them, you give them a little tease, and then they bite. Could they take them off the surface?
Yes, they occasionally will grab them right on the surface as we're letting them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Silvers especially will do that.
We're also putting on a downrigger, a weight to keep the bait at a depth of 50 feet.
And how do you know they're at 50 feet? Was your sonar telling you?
Well, we'll occasionally mark them on the sonar, but a lot of times it's just knowledge.
Come on.
Fish on.
You're not kidding me.
Fish on.
You are kidding me? We got a fish on?
Yes, we do. Hey, now.
We have. Jesus,
There you
now
go.
we're fishing. Okay, let me bring him this side. Now, obviously, keep the line tight. Will he run towards the boat?
Oh, yeah, he can run anywhere he wants.
Okay.
Go up forward a little bit.
Okay.
Reel down. Right there.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that!
How's that?
Hey, Keith! You're the man! You're the fish hunter!
Yeah, that took us, what, a minute?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. There you go. King on deck.
Yeah, Keith, say that? King on deck. This is the number one of them all. You got your pinks here, you got your sockeyes, you got your chum. But this is the best of them all. This is why we came to Alaska. This is every fly fisherman's dream, every salmon fisherman's dream. It's the king salmon. And that's good eating. 30 seconds, we caught our fish. Get in, lad!
There we
You're
go.
the lad!
That's
Get
a beautiful
in!
fish, ain't it?
That's a beautiful fish. You knew they were here, didn't you?
A little bit.
I never did for a second.
Years of training.
Well, I never said I was good at this, but my God, I do love it.
You never get tired of it, do you?
Never.
Never get tired of it.
Nah, once you become addicted, you're done. it's definitely an affliction.
Is there any rehab centers for salmon addiction?
No, just more gas in the tank.
I'm in the wilds of Alaska, my dream fishing destination. I've already caught a king salmon with Captain Keith. But was this a fluke? Beginner's luck?
Reel. Fish on.
Fish on, we're in. We're fishing.
It seems not.
Good fish.
Yeah. He's going towards the boat there.
Yeah, he's coming up. There he is, right there.
It's another king, fit and strong from the rich seas here. I'm blown away by the fact that you can fish for them all year round.
Yeah! Number two! That's
Good
a
job.
beauty.
Good fish.
That is a beautiful fish. Hey, Keith. So tell me, what age we talking about here?
I would say that'd be about a 3-year-old fish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just a quick note about when you dispatch a salmon. We call what we're going to dispatch it with a priest. Like that. The rites have been read. That fish is ready. Woohoo! Fish on! Fish on! Yes, a fish on.
And there's a third. It doesn't get any better than this for a salmon fisherman like me.
In the boat.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Hat trick.
Hat trick! It's the biggest one as well.
He looks good, don't he?
Yeah, he's about 14 pounder, yeah?
These are beautiful, beautiful fish here.
And there you have it. We have our three kings. I know you think it's corny, but I think it's great. And this is the king of them all. And the biggest one of the day.
What an extraordinary day. Salmon. But not just any salmon. This is wild, Alaskan, super fresh, cooked on a shovel, Geordie caught king salmon.
Simple. Fresh, cooked on a shovel, in butter, with a bit of lemon. It was absolutely lovely. What an amazing day, and what an amazing captain.
I can't wait to find more fish on my Alaskan adventure. But first things first.
You know you're in Alaska when on the breakfast menu you can have eggs, ham, and reindeer sausage. I love it, reindeer sausage. A Rudolph banger.
Today I'm leaving the port of Homer to head north on the next leg of my trip.
It was fine first thing.
Although it's 6 times the size of the UK, this state has just 700,000 inhabitants. In Alaska, nature is king. Apparently, there are 150,000 moose, and I've been taught how to call one.
Right, I make the sound of a male. This should attract a female. That's a male.
I'm not sure what I'll do with it if one does turn up.
I'll try the female call, which attracts the male. God, I sound like I'm in agony. Alaska is devoid of moose. It's mooseless.
I guess I'll stick to fish. I'm headed inland to Wasilla, population 10,000. It might have been 9,999 if Alaska's Governor Sarah Palin had become vice president. Yeah, remember her?
Weather reporter said it was going to be mild today. High of -7.
I'm here to find northern pike that live in the freshwater lakes inland. And 2 of Palin's neighbours will take me, hunters Howard and Deborah Teeden.
Hi, Robson. Howard Teeden. They're on
Nice to meet
outfitters.
you. Debbie?
I am.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Judging by the decor, there isn't much Howard hasn't laid to rest over the years. He favours a bow and arrow, but today we've got an even more extreme method.
Right, this is what we're going to use to catch our pike today. To me, that's a trident, but obviously there's 9 spikes on this.
Yep.
It can't be. But what is this? We call the spear? Yeah?
Yep, that's the spear that we use. It's tied off to the chair or to your buddy's leg or whatever you want to do, so it pulls him in the eyes. They've got big barbs to hold the fish once these go through.
Yeah.
They can pull off this thing. They're that powerful. And
Really?
they will take this spear under the ice.
If you think the spear is an extreme way to catch fish, you should see what's in Howard's garage.
Oh, dear Lord. Hey! It's the only way to travel! I love it.
We're going 200 miles into the Alaskan interior, 80 miles from the nearest road. So this is the only way to do it.
See you on the lake.
And I hate small planes. Aircraft like Howard's are common here, and there are more pilots in Alaska than in all the other US states put together. I hope he knows what he's doing, because if we go down here, we'll be miles from anywhere. Alaska has more than 3 million lakes. But Howard says the best pike are at the secret lake at the bottom of Sleeping Lady Mountain. I hope she's got one of those big, soft American bottoms.
Okay, just keep it together, Robson, keep it together. Just act butch, just act butch. Oh my God, I was crapping myself. Can you hear that? Absolutely nothing. That's what you call a deafening silence.
We've got work to do. Eddie, one of Howard's 2 guides, knows how to get to the pike just below. The ice is 20 inches thick, but finishing the hole is nothing to a tough guy like me.
Oh, you made it.
I'm okay.
Next, a tent goes up over the hole. In the dark, we should be able to see what's under the water. It's a modern take on a native method that's fed people for generations. But it's pretty radical to a fly fisherman like me.
Right, well, me and Eddie set the house up. Well, Eddie did. He did most of the work. So is this the lure we'll be using?
That's the decoy, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what are we replicating here?
Well, it's just a coloration that northern pike, they get aggressive. And that's one of the best colors we find is that red and white color.
So we put him in the water and we just jig him about?
Yep, it'll swim. It's got a bent tail there to where it will go ahead and spin on its own.
Yes.
And you can see that spinner flashing also. So it's kind of like being a puppet. This used to be wonderful salmon, grayling, and rainbow fishing here.
Yeah.
And what's happened, the pike have destroyed all that habitat. They've eaten all the fish out of these lakes, and basically all there are is pike eating pike right now.
Well, let's do something about that.
It's pretty extreme, pretty fun.
Oh, let me tell you, it doesn't get any more extreme than this.
Yeah, especially when you're in the middle of Alaska, in the middle of nowhere.
That was a huge bloody pike.
Okay, just watch now. He might come back.
That was it.
There he is.
What do I do?
there.
Okay, I got it.
Just wait now.
Okay.
He wants that thing, so just wait.
I've got him. You want to see this fish? Okay.
Just wait. There he is.
Okay.
Spear him right there.
Right.
Throw it. Got him.
Did I get him?
Robson got him.
I got him. And there you have it.
There we are.
Look at that. Whoa, big fella, Howard.
Pike on
Look
the
at that,
ice.
one of the most ferocious predators.
That's it.
Prehistoric looking fish. Nothing can deal with it. It's its own boss. It's the king round here. And I've just got supper. What
Good
a rush.
shot.
Look at that.
All right.
Yeah, nice one. This has an extraordinary Latin name. It's called Exus lucius.
Yep.
And that means translated wolffish. You can see why it's called a wolffish
They are a
because of
wolffish.
that mouth
Lots of
and
teeth.
the prehistoric look of the fish. Howard tells me that's a small one.
That's a good start, though, for 10 minutes of fishing.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Very good job.
Let's get another one. Let's put him down here. It's such a rush, I tell you. I jumped out my skin when that first one bit the lure.
I can see another close by, but can I bag him as well?
Oh, he just banged on that lure. He might come back. Shit, he had a go at it. Woohoo! Look at that!
That's number 2. After that, the spear is kept busy for 3 hours.
Well, there you have it. A plethora of northern pike. Spectacular day. Spectacular scenery. Sun setting, and I've got to get back on this thing. Oh, joy.
It's been a real experience to fish like so many Alaskans do, using the wilderness for food. Now, I've never eaten pike before, but will it taste as good as I feel?
Well, here we go.
Look at that fresh pike.
You know what? Have you heard that everybody says pike's really bony?
Yep.
Everybody says, but now, is that true?
Yeah, it's not. There's bony on one side, is all there is. Let me take some of that off for you there. Okay, now, the other side, go ahead. You can just
Let me
eat.
have a taste first.
Just, no sense in poking through the bones. And the other side has got bones, but you break the fillet in half, and you just take the bones out. It's no problem at all.
Oh, no, this might be my best fish now. Pike.
Oh, I know it will be.
My favorite fish is haddock.
You'll throw sticks at all them other things.
I'll throw sticks at haddock now. This is really good. So what we have here is a pike fest. This has been the end of a fantastic day and a unique experience, and you're the man.
I love it.
Yeah,
Had a good
you're
time.
the man, Howard.
Yeah.
Nice one, Eddie.
My
What a
guides,
great
both
day.
Eddie and Mark.
Mark,
Great time.
Real pleasure meeting you.
What a
See, it's not
great
just about
fishing trip.
catching fish, it's about the company.
Yeah, we had
Come
a
on,
good
group
time.
hug. Come on, Alaskans, come on. Go get it. Come on, give me a hug. Yay. Well, that was a day. It was just completely normal. There was nothing alien about what they were doing because they live off the land. They live off what surrounds them, and they live off the lakes and the rivers. And it all makes complete sense, and very rarely do they go to the supermarket to buy their food. Their supermarket is around them. And a really, really healthy and enjoyable way to eat and survive and enjoy life. So night-night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, use dynamite. Goodbye. I've come to the southern coast of Alaska, and I'm worried my fishing adventure is about to turn nasty. In the freezing port of Seward, I'm about to experience the coldest sport fishing I've ever done. And this, what I'm wearing, in case you don't know, is a survival suit. And if you fall in the Alaskan Gulf, you're gonna need it. Apparently gives you thinking time. Apparently 3 minutes of thinking time while you're in the water. What do you do in 3 minutes? Boil an egg. Fishing out at sea in these temperatures is hazardous. Weather can change in minutes. Boats can ice up and capsize. Oh, good. Captain Andy. Robson Green.
Good to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right.
Travelled 7,000 miles for this. Yeah. Captain Andy Mesereau and his mate Jeff are the only guys who will take me out on a day like today.
Line's a little frozen here.
Out at sea, it's -20, but with the wind, it could drop to -50. I'm both nervous and excited.
Oh, that's stunning. That is stunning.
Oh, look.
Feel that north wind as we pull out of our slip?
Getting some of that wind chill factor.
Yeah.
Is it true that if it's like a temperature like this and you had a wind of just 15 miles an hour, that wind chill can go to about -26?
It can. And if you're cold, if you're wet, it robs the cold out of your body about 50 times faster, so it's important to stay dry.
And then the word hypothermia springs to mind.
Yeah, it's springing to mind right now.
Andy's hardly putting me at ease. We're the only boat out today, and it's clear why. As the wind gets up, the temperature drops even further. This has to be the coldest and most remote place on Earth I have ever visited, let alone fish. Your teeth shrink. At 600 feet down, we're not sure what fish we'll find, but dragging it all the way up is about to get much easier. Thing is, I've seen some reels in my time, but never one like this.
Yeah, this is a new style of electric assist reel. It works like a regular reel. You just turn the handle and crank it up when you want to fish, but if you get tired, you can advance this lever and it'll...
Pull it up for you.
Yeah, it'll assist you.
Within minutes, we've got our first bite, and Andy thinks he knows what it is. We're in.
Cod.
Yeah. You know, from 550 feet down, that's a cod?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm winding here. 550 feet down, but you know what's going to happen, don't you? You know what's going to kick in. I like that sound.
That's the sound of fishing.
That's the sound of fishing.
It's bringing the fish up.
Close, there he is.
What we got? It's a nice fish.
Pacific cod.
It's a great looking cod.
All right.
Look at that fish.
Not
That
bad
is
for the
absolute-
first 5 minutes.
Let me just tell you, that is a, whoa, beautiful specimen of a cod. Great job, Andy. Great job, Jeff. It's a good
job,
start.
Robson.
Let's
Yeah,
put a
it is.
smile on your face.
Absolutely.
And I love the electric reel. I'm going to get myself one of those.
And the fish just keep coming.
Come on, fishy.
The reels keep winding,
Oh, in a third. In a fifth.
there's big ones,
Oh, look at this cod.
and not so big ones.
That is the smallest one of the day.
But it's all cod. I just want something different. And then a great chance for something else.
Classic.
2 on at once. It's fishing, Jim, but not as we know it.
No, I talk about the backdrops being extreme. Sometimes I talk about the fish being extreme. And the conditions being extreme. I never thought I'd come across an extreme reel.
Another cod.
Oh, that's a good cod.
Andy has the last chance for something unusual. And what is it? It's cod.
Jumbo.
Oh well, who cares?
That's a good end to the day, Andy. Look at him. Now that's a cracking end to the day. That is your Pacific cod. Jumbo cod. Best of all, that's going to make a cracking dinner. And what a cracking end to a cracking day.
When you're at the seaside, there's only one way to eat cod, and it's just like home. Wherever there's fish, there are chips.
That looks really good, Scott. Okay, here's the fruits of all your labor today.
You've done that before. Oh, so I've got to have my salt and vinegar. Which you can take the lad out of Newcastle, but you can't take Newcastle out of that. It's really good. Who'd have thought I travelled 7,000 miles for cod and chips? So I guess it's home from home, with a slightly better view.
Electric reels are all very well, but native Alaskans have been fishing by hand for generations. So it's back to basics for me. I'm off to the tribal village of Nanwalek.
So today, heading further south along the Kenai Peninsula to meet some people from the Sagpiak tribe. And I'm going to meet a lovely fellow called Wally Kavashnikov. And Wally is a great hunter and he's a superb fisherman. And we're off to get silver salmon today. We're going to eat them tonight at a party. Because today and tonight is Thanksgiving. November the 27th in Alaska. Happy Thanksgiving. Sorry, it's too cold.
Although it's not far, the only way to get to Nanwalek is by a 20-minute flight. Boats can only occasionally make the crossing, and you can't get there by road at all. There is an airport, though, and I was due at Terminal 1. Now, this is remote. And because everything has to be brought in and out by plane, it's almost completely self-sufficient.
That's bush flying.
In its history, Nanwalek has seen both Russian and American rulers. But these days, it's run by the natives themselves. Chief Kavashnikov sounds intimidating, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
Wally. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Robson.
Robson, good to meet you. I'm Wally.
Wally, pleasure to meet you.
Meet you.
Oh, travelled all the way from Newcastle upon Tyne to Nanwalek.
Wow. Oh, welcome.
Thank you very much.
To our village.
What an extraordinary place. How many people live in Nanwalek?
About 300.
About 300? Nice place to live?
Oh, it is.
Yeah? I've heard you're a pretty good hunter.
I could be.
And I've heard you're one of the best fishermen in Nanwalek.
I could be.
The quiet and modest Wally isn't like other American fishermen I've met. But then 95% of his family's diet comes from the land and sea around here. So fishing isn't a sport, it's survival. Today we're after silver salmon for the Thanksgiving party. But it's the end of the season and there are very few left.
Too far?
No, that's good. Perfect.
After 2 hours, the fishing, like the conversation, isn't going anywhere.
Are there fish in here?
There is. We just gotta find them.
I'm not letting it sink far enough.
It's almost time to quit and get back to the village.
We still have a chance of catching them. There's 2 10-pounders just gone by here. Problem is, you know, coming November, December, they've spawned, they're weak and they want to die. That's what happens with this Pacific Rim salmon. They come here and they die. And so they're not in the mood to feed.
This Thanksgiving feast is looking pretty thin.
We're in. Ooh. Oh. Just run in. Would you believe it? What did see? That's fishing.
Yes.
We were just about to do our last cast, weren't we, Wally?
Yep.
This last cast, and we have banged into a salmon. Get him.
Sir.
What is it? What is it, red?
It's silver.
Silver?
Yes. It's spawned out.
Bring him on the bank.
Yeah. Right up here.
Let's get him there, Wally.
No, that's it.
We'll get the hook out.
That's it.
Okay.
You may.
Okay, what we got there? About a 15-pound silver. For those of you who don't know the migratory habits of the salmon in the Pacific, it's red because that's the colour they show when they're sexually mature, when they come to spawn. And they blend in with the surroundings here, the surface. And this tail is worn like that because when they lay their eggs, they create a thing called a red. This tail is so powerful, it's migrated not only 4,000 miles, it's actually dug a hole with its tail. So the female can put the eggs in the red. Get in. Happy Thanksgiving, Wally.
Yes.
Last cast. Get in.
Back at the house, Wally's wife Nina is on hand to turn this old salmon into dinner.
And I take it you use every part of the fish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for the inside.
And with the head, what we gonna make?
Fish head soup.
It's such an old salmon, the meat doesn't look too good to me, so I'm more than a little worried about Nina's fish head soup.
And is this a soup you have often here?
Yes.
That's beautiful. It's a beautiful soup. That's lovely. That's baby.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I had more local food to try. Down at the village hall, Thanksgiving is getting underway. Thanksgiving is a celebration of the time natives shared their food with the first English settlers. 400 years later, they're being just as generous.
What do we got here?
Pickled fish.
Pickled fish.
Red salmon.
I'll just have one piece, that's lovely. Okay. What have we got here? What have we got here?
Rice, seafood rice, you can call it.
Well, none of this seems too unusual. But then I hadn't reckoned on the Shupiak equivalent of ketchup.
Seal oil.
Yes, it's rendered seal fat. They cut off the seal and they render it, melt it down to oil, and you put it on your fish.
The blubber is boiled down to make this waxy paste, and it has been known to cause botulism. Not that I knew this at the time.
You just put it on like a spread? Is that too much I put on there?
I don't know.
No. It doesn't smell good. Think of something else.
Yeah.
Meringue pie.
There you go.
Yum. That's so good. Grand, that is disgusting.
So it wasn't all to my taste. But then if I had to survive off the wild food surrounding Newcastle upon Tyne, there might be a few weird flavours as well.
My mum's in the kitchen.
I decided I'd thank them with a Geordie folk song.
This afternoon.
I used to be a singer, you know.
Me dad says, where's the toilet? Me mum says, round the back. By the looks, not a minute too soon. Then a laugh shook the whole house. Me dad fell in the coal house. Man, he's as drunk as a newt. With his face covered black, he's not taken aback. He sings songs and the rest follows suit. Thank you, Nan Wallach. It's good to be back.
I'm always talking about connecting with nature through catching your own food. And to see a whole community living that way has been incredible.
Wally, you know, the reason why I'm a fisherman is because every experience is unique. And that was a unique experience.
Thanks for coming.
And it was a pleasure spending time with you and your family.
Honor having you here.
Thank you very much.
Come back and get business.
Oh, definitely come back.
But could I survive like this? No way. It's time to move on. And besides, I haven't seen a moose yet. I'm in the frozen wastes of Alaska on the fishing trip of a lifetime. But I've saved the best till last. I'm heading inland to find a river that for fishermen the world over is simply legendary.
Ever since I started fly fishing, there is one place I've always wanted to fish. One particular river. It's the Kenai in Alaska. That's where we're going. Hey, you know you're in Alaska when there's a moose loose about the hoose.
At last. Every Alaskan hunter is entitled to kill one of these a year for food. With a license to kill, of course. I'm going to stick to fish.
That was great.
It's been a lifelong dream to come to the Kenai. But will it live up to my expectations?
Carl?
Yes, sir.
Carl Collette?
Nice to meet you.
You too. Billy?
Billy Collette.
Billy, we've got the Collette brothers.
Yeah.
Are you confident we're going to catch on the Kenai?
You know it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go and catch ourselves a fish.
Let's do it.
Brothers Billy and Carl have been fishing since they were in short trousers, although I wouldn't recommend that today.
Now, if ever you needed an explanation of why we go fishing, please tell me that image is explaining it to you.
In summer, the Kenai is home to the giant king salmon. This 97-pound specimen, caught here in 1985, is still a world record. But right now, I'm excited about the rainbow trout.
Now, they're no ordinary rainbow, are they? I mean, these are some of the best in the world, eh?
They're not. They're, let's just say they're not on the Weight Watchers program. They're real big and they're real fat.
The river is rich in other ways too, with gold. 100 years ago, fortune hunters were here in their thousands. But it's inspirational to me for another reason.
My Uncle Matheson, who taught me to fish, dreamed of coming here. But I'm here instead. Sorry, Uncle Matheson. You can live through me vicariously. It's bloody great here, Uncle Matheson. Just to, you know, make you feel jealous.
The plan is to gently float downstream, tackling a series of turns.
Okay, now. Yep.
Cold and quiet as a cathedral, this is almost a religious experience for a salmon fisherman like me.
Okay, go ahead and throw it up. Got it, go.
Okay, I got you. There's a rhythm to fly fishing. Beautiful. Is that okay there?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we're in. We're in. We're in. Let him run. Oh, is it good? Fish in the Kenai.
At home, rainbow trout are small, usually less than a foot long. This one feels enormous.
What's a take? That take is not like the rainbow. Up north, in Newcastle on the Coquet. Woo! He took off. Oh! And just if you think the picture couldn't get any better, 3 bald eagles in the background. He wants to run. Lift up. Straight up. Okay. Woohoo! Yeah, brother! You're the man! Look at that.
So you'll see how fat these rainbows are here.
Look at that fish. The Kenai Run Rainbow. This place, prospectors came for gold, but this was the real gold. Yes, sir!
Go ahead and just let him go here, Robson.
Right now, we're not allowed to eat these fellas, but who cares?
Now you're talking. Yes!
Hey, good teacher, man. Good teacher.
Not bad for starters.
We're in. Oh,
And with my next cast, I was on again.
it's good. He's running. He's running. Oh, yeah. What a run. No, 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 no. Let him go tight. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, shit, 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 shit. To back off here. Oh, yeah. We got him. Look at that. That's a fantastic fish. They are. What a stunning fish. Oh, a beautiful specimen.
All right.
Look at those spots on the dorsal. There's amazing leopardy spots on the adipose. And that beautiful, that's what a trout is, that lovely flat caudal tail at the end there. Beautiful specimen.
Nice.
Put him back. That's the one. That is the fish.
They're getting bigger.
I may never come to the Kenai again, so I just can't resist one more of these fantastic fish. As it pulls us into the shallows, I have to land it out of the boat.
This fish has taken us halfway down this river, and he's got it. Oh, man. My skin's gone. Come and look at this fish. Oh, man, this is the biggest rainbow I've ever caught. Now that is what a rainbow trout should look like. Beautiful in design, healthy, well-fed, and with a backdrop like that on the Kenai. Let's give him a slow release. Oh, man. And there he goes. Woohoo! See you some sunny day. Oh, yes! Bald eagles, Kenai River, glaciers. Ah, it's home from home.
Today has been the perfect end to my Alaskan journey.
Guys, fishing the Kenai was a dream of mine when I was fly fishing as a kid. And you boys have made that dream come true.
I've met fascinating people
Give me a hug!
and glimpsed the wonders of the freezing seas and rivers.
Oh, look at this goal.
It can't get more extreme than this.
Right.
Got him.
Look at that!
Except next week, it does. I'll be in New Zealand, Maori country.
Get here.
I'll be battling with monsters from the deep,
Look at that!
losing my cool,
I've never been so unfucking fine in my life.
and challenging myself like never before.
Get it!
Cannot wait to get started.